Okay, and we should be live. Presumably. I'll just quickly glance at Twitch to make sure that it does its thing. Yes, we are live, so welcome, whoever decides to pop into our stream. I am going to be multiplayering with my friend Tyrunea. It's been 3,000 years and a half since we have done this. I was trying to even remember the last time we did multiplayer with 3.
I like how I'm getting an ad on a stream.
Okay. Oh, you're having Twitch come up too? You're watching
Yeah,
it?
because that way I can keep the chat.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So my setup, I actually have 2 computers set up so that I have the gaming one going, and then I have literally my laptop open so that I can keep an eye on the chat in case anyone says anything. So I don't know how you're doing it, but that's sort of how I've been doing it. And just let me know when you are ready to get going. In the meantime, I can just say to folks, we had a little bit of kinks getting this worked up. Apparently, if Tier started the multiplayer, I got errors saying, oh no, you have expansion packs that he doesn't, which is bullcrap because neither of us have gotten expansion packs since we last played. But if I start the lobby, there's no problem and he comes into it. So, who knows even what's going on at all with that, but...
Okay, I think I should be good now.
You think you're good? Alright, so I am not just gonna suck ass, I am going to have so much ass that I'm going to faceplant into ass, and the vacuum of the sucking is gonna suck me into the hole. So...
It'll be more ass than you've ever known you had before.
There will be so much ass, like, the most ass that anyone has ever asked. So, yeah.
A strategically significant target has been located. We got multiple enemies spotted. Secure the area. Copy that!
See, we'll see if I even remember all of my controls and what things do. It's gonna be bad. And of course, I pick one of the squishiest players, so... maybe that was not the smartest thing for me to do. Do they have more enemies when there are multiple people playing?
I believe so, yes.
I was about to say, I did a very quick test just to make sure that the game would still run, and I did not remember quite this many enemies when I was just soloing it. Well, that's cool, actually. I'm also glad that we're starting with Cerberus. Oh wait, I think I accidentally had it kept on Cerberus, whatever. But either way, they're the easiest ones.
Oh, that's right. That's right, 'cause I had mine on random.
Time to reload.
Right, I can set it back on random. Oh, hey, Light!
Get that sweet, sweet XP bonus.
Yep. Hi, Light, how's it going? And can you hear Tier coming in? We figured that we would just change the audio levels as we go on, since we had, fun elsewhere. Oh, fuck me. But... there we go. can hear both. The game is slightly loudish, but only when shooting. I can drop game volume in between rounds. I tried to drop the game volume because of all the shooting, but I am not surprised. Volume isn't quite as terrible as Mass Effect 1's shooty. Just turn sound effects down. That's a great idea. We'll do.
Some good work
Okay.
down there. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
Quickly do this. Sound effects. There we go.
Critical intel captured in planet-side network. Use a local server to upload data.
Okay.
Upload underway. Stay close for faster connection.
Do you want me to go outside of this so that I
I
can...
think it runs faster with both.
Oh shit, you're right. You remember some things that I didn't.
Time to upload compromised. Upload at 50%. Maintain
Taking so
connection.
long to even come in that we're just... This game is cool. I really do love it. And the Mass Effect multiplayer is just fun. Like, it's not complicated, but it doesn't need to be complicated, right?
It's a proper ass kicker on the higher difficulties too.
It is. They scaled difficulty well.
Verified.
Alright, we completely slayed that mission. That was way too easy. We are on bronze. I figured that, we should start with, you know, the baby numbers, especially since we really don't have a high success rate with silver.
Yeah, I don't remember my controls either. I haven't found my smashy button yet.
Oh, that's sad. Your poor Krogan doesn't get to do its favorite activity. Ah, butts. That was not the button I wanted. And... die. Okay.
Down to the last enemy.
There we go.
Clear. Good work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
You know, if the Mass Effect fandom hasn't made OCs based off of their multiplayer characters, then they are sleeping on good ideas. I was looking through my scope, Keith, and right as I looked, I just saw one of the Cerberus agents just flying through the screen as you had butted the guy or whatever.
I planned it that way.
You planned it that way. It was very cinematic. Alright, Silas, it reminds me a bit of Warframe, right, gonna lie, but as I said before, Warframe gets way more energetic. Yeah. Mass Effect stays more about precision, covering, and yeah, that's true.
There's the smashy.
Oh, you found your smashy? Oh, yep, there's the smashy. Yeah, like, Mass Effect is pretty, action-y as far as it goes, you know. But there's still absolutely tactics of running around and hiding, especially on, the current one that I'm playing on, because my Quarian sort of hides.
Well done, team. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
And apparently the cat takes priority over us, but I cannot fault anything there.
Yeah, cat definitely very important. I also appreciate that your stream actually caught the smashy smashy.
Oh, it was great. Yep. Ah, balls. Missed. Really shouldn't have missed too. I am so rusty. They absolutely made the Quarians' invisible aspects scaled fairly in the fact that as soon as you shoot, you go uninvisible.
Yeah. Sometimes though, it's like, why would you? Why
Yeah, I
make
mean,
a better invisibility?
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's disappointing because it's like that's exactly when I want to be invisible, right? But at the same time, I also understand the fairness aspect. If I'm just sniping and no one can see me ever, then that's slightly OP. Also, I remember that being invisible means that sometimes you can't do missions. Like, if I carry any of the loads in the retrieval missions, or we're doing the escort missions, I have to be visible. Which is incredibly stupid in my opinion, but... at the same time, I get it.
Mission accomplished. Enemy forces at half strength.
So it's weird, because we're going through, like, EA Play now.
Carrying a canister of classified technology. Locate the object and bring it back.
Since we're doing EA Play, a
Oh,
lot
that's
of the
right. This is the
achievements that
fetch
I'd done
mission.
before, it's no longer registering, so it's giving me, like, old... Congrats, you did 5 headshots! Well, I did 5 headshots, like, 300 years ago. Okay, so it's an object recovery mission.
Mission is to find that object.
Ah, shit.
You got it. Now get back to the extraction zone.
Shit, I'm screwed. Give me a moment to recover. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. I'm gonna die. Okay.
Squad member has lost the object. Find it. Good job. Get back to the evac zone. Object has been recovered. We are confirmed. Some sensitive flight records were lost in this area. Locate it and bring it back.
Yeah.
We need that object. Find it. You got it. Now get back to the extraction zone.
Oh! Leon! Hi! How are you doing? Thanks for hanging with us.
Object has been dropped.
Ah, butts. Hide.
Outstanding. Get
I
back
always
to the
forget
evac
that it drops when you try running.
I know, it's really, frustrating. But I understand the game mechanic as why they do that, because let's say you need to dodge last second. Then running is a good way of designing it, but yeah.
Get the object back to the extraction zone. Object has been recovered. We are confirmed.
You know, actually playing with someone instead of alone to re-remember the controls is easier. It's so satisfying to do headshots with the snipe.
Definitely provides a little more grace.
Outstanding work.
It does.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
You're. What are you doing awake at 5 a.m., Leon? Like, do you have somewhere to go, or did you just wake up at 5? I am impressed you are awake. Oh, I guess it's Monday for you, so you would have, like, work, I guess. Yeah? Hope you are doing well this weekend. Yeah? I feel I'm doing pretty well. It's pretty fun to actually get to do some gaming after 3,000 years, so life has been chaotic. It has been extremely chaotic, so finally not having chaos and being able to be with friends feels really good. Another way that they make the invisibility fairer is that your shields do not regenerate when you are invisible. They only regenerate when you are going. That way you can't just hide to replenish shields. Oh, there's a frickin' Atlas.
Yeah, don't remember that. It'll one-shot you if it gets in melee range.
Yeah, that's fine. So many GGs. You just wake up at 5. I mean, true. I tend to forget that you just are awake at those times. I mean, I'm impressed. I do like waking early, so I sort of miss not being an early bird like that, so your shift for work is... Okay, so it's just how your schedule goes.
Enemy is regrouping. Enemies approaching.
I don't like phantoms. So you know the swiper no swiping? Every single time I try to take down a nemesis, I think sniper no sniping. I know, that's stupid. Oh, there's the other nemesis. Get her.
Guardians might be my least favorite still.
Which, thinking Guardians.
That's the one, or no, is it the Centurion? The one with the shield.
Oh, yeah. So I don't mind Guardians because there's lots of techniques to get the shield away. But, the ones, okay, least favorite of all, Banshee.
Yeah,
Banshees
the Banshees are garbage.
Like, they're not fun ever. Have you ever played any mission ever with any type of shepherd and gone, oh yeah, Banshee? Is there friendly fire in this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because,
I think we've tried that before.
yeah.
Enemy force approaching.
Leon says I was gonna make a Dora joke, but the moment passed. No, nope. Now I have to hear it. Dora joke it up. Grenade. Ah, shooty fuck. I got pounced. And I'm squishy.
It really is amazing.
Silas making a comment about the chicken noise. Minecraft pack. I am flattered, if that's the right word for it, that you guys did that. It cracks me up. I also feel like the Atlas is more powered up than in single player. Fuck. What's the button? That's the button. Did I get you?
Yep. I feel like maybe at the same time they could have made it shorter. Like 10 waves is a lot.
It is. Because 10, 10 rounds can be about 30 minutes, if I remember right. And that's pretty ridiculous.
My flute!
Ah. Worry about the mission. I'm sure you can solo it. If I die, I die. Or things. Don't you know that nobody's allowed to die but your enemies? How dare you make it squishy?
Light understands it.
See, and here I was trying to do a noble sacrifice and you weren't letting me be the pure and perfect saint that I am. I don't think so.
That's too much honor for you.
I don't know. If Zuko's allowed to get honor, I think I can. Ah. Where are you? Where even are you? Oh, okay. You're way over there. I'm trying.
I got you!
Well done.
Whew. So your feelings about self-sacrifice are based specifically on Rune Factory 4? What a nerd. What a nerd. Ah, crap. As I remember, staying away from the extraction zone was the smart thing to do, so that we kept the enemies off of the extraction zone.
But where's the fun in doing the smart thing?
You are really wanting to do this. Are we in the extraction zone? I am just gonna be invisible for as much as possible. I don't even care about kill counts.
Shuttle is on its way. We'll intercept an LZ team member offline.
Be nice if I had a crouch function though.
A what function?
Crouch. I don't think the Krogan can crouch and
Yeah,
hide.
I don't think the crouch is still a thing in 3. So crouch was in 1, but I don't remember it being in 3. See, now we have an Atlas in the extraction zone.
Approaching LZ. Get moving.
Okay, extraction zone. 10 seconds.
Shuttle's in LZ. Time's running out.
There we go.
Team secured. Enemies down. Good shooting.
Well, we survived and beat our first one.
In 5 years, something like that.
Something like that. So, that somehow worked. See, I was expecting that we would end up dying in like the first 3 minutes for several of these. That's what I was gonna assume. Want to do another?
Yeah.
I know, stupid question.
This was an awful lot of work just to go in for one.
Yeah, really. So let me change it to unknown enemy. Do you want me to keep it at bronze?
Yeah, I think so. Until I remember the controls again.
Alright. I guess the Krogan and Quarian combo was not bad, was it?
No, I think the one part where it lacks though is the DPS for dealing with something like an Atlas, because especially at the higher difficulties, you can get more than one at the same time.
Yeah, so I'm pretty squishy, and So the three that I usually play, is the Quarian Infiltrator, the, Human Vanguard, which was with the Biotic Charge, the Shockwave, and the Nova. This one is difficult to play multiplayer, and I could explain why, if you need a jog refresh. And then the, Solarian Engineer. And that Engineer is slightly less squishy than the Quarian, if I remember right.
I think because if you don't have that tankiness, that's where you tend to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. It is. That case. Yeah, because the Vanguard is pretty robust, but it's actually sort of comical the difficulties that I have in multiplayer with someone. Because the way it works is the Biotic Charge is where I can select an enemy across the entire field, immediately body slam it, and when it does so, my shields go up. Literally, the shields charge every single time I do a Biotic Charge. And then, to make it even more of an anomaly, you don't have a cooldown time in that I can do another ability straight off the bat. So I can do a Shockwave, but the Shockwave, while it continues to put damage onto the enemies, it takes my barriers down. that's where I'm vulnerable. But by the time the shockwave's done, then I can do another biotic charge to another enemy. But that's where I'm vulnerable, is if I'm playing with another player and they end up keep on shooting down the people that I have to biotic charge to keep my shields up, then I get shot down during that moment when, you know, I lose my charge point.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that now.
Yeah, so, it makes it a very robust player if you're playing on your own, but it's that shields down, because, you know, the entire point of that character with the biotic charges is to play in the midst of all the enemies, so I don't know if we want to risk it, or you want me to stick on the Quarian or go to the Engineer. I really don't care.
I'm trying to sort through the weapons right now, trying to find something that has a little more punch for dealing with that armor and shields on the Atlas.
Right, let me see what weapons I have, because usually I go pretty light on the guns with the Quarian so that my power recharge speed is pretty high, but I could do a more robust weapon. Seeing if I remember which weapons I liked in 3. Okay. Yeah, because my submachine gun has absolutely no damage. Ooh, yikes. Alright, I'm gonna stick with my Quarian, but try a different weapon that has a little bit more damage. Do. Also gonna be right back. I'm gonna do a quick pit stop. And back. You good?
I think so.
Okay. Let's do it.
An important resource has been located. Brace for incoming enemies. Secure the area.
Understood.
Alright, so which one are you playing as now?
Engineer.
You're doing engineer. Alright.
Because I got the handy dandy spells for shields and organics.
Oh, okay.
Enemy.
Sounds good. We'll see how we work together. I might switch to a Vanguard if you're gonna do engineer. Oh, Quarian. And yeah, that's at least gonna be helpful for me. Remember the variation on this one where it's like raining and your shields go down if you stay in the rain?
Didn't remember it, but I do now, and I don't like it.
It was such BS.
Hey, why did you have to say something?
Crap, I'm sorry.
Enemies inbound.
Okay, that's slightly funny.
You should know better.
I should know better. So you're saying I jinxed us?
Yeah, this is all your fault.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's still funny.
They're not mutually exclusive.
That first wave went way too fast though, so now I'm suspicious about what's gonna be next. That rocket trooper, seriously. I also like how my invisibility works on the Geth, which, you know, are computers and don't really rely on eyesight. I always thought that was hilarious. Oh, okay, nope, I don't know if I want the shotgun.
Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping. A high-ranking officer in the hard drive E-carrier MIA. Retrieve it and bring it in.
Hunter!
Oh, frickin'.
Top priority is finding that object.
My flute!
Balls.
It's gone!
Okay, I'm gonna die while trying to do this, but we're trying anyway. Shit, shit, shit. Nope, I gotta run.
Squad member has lost the object. Find it.
Ah, but the shield fucking sucks.
Yeah. This is quite inconvenient. Okay.
Back to the extraction zone.
I'm gonna die.
Object is lost. Find it.
I'm down!
Yep.
Squad member down.
You just had to go and mention the rain, didn't you?
I'm sorry. But see, you know, if we die, then we don't have to deal with the rain.
We need that object. Bring it back.
Oh, and my health doesn't recover on this character.
Does your health recover on the Krogan?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Dang.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's an OP one.
So, yeah, this
That's-
is not gonna work.
No, you're gonna die. That's okay. And Silas asking, is it acid rain or something? I think that's the implication. Is that it's acid rain or something lucky.
Mission scrubbed. Returning to base.
Yeah, if you're gonna do engineer, I'm gonna try Vanguard and see how those match. If I remember, that was okay. and people can look at my characters and notice the very questionable names that are based off of fandom. Come on, you guys, the number of people here should be able to figure out what Lorraine Damon, or however I spelled that one, means. Yeah. That was Wheel of Time reference. I've got Gareth Haddock. Katie Holt. I forgot that one.
I like how all of yours are named.
Edo Eriku, Edward Elric, oh my gosh, Risa Mustang. That's not even subtle. Akira Kogane. Oh, Voltron. Groid Murtagh. That's a combination of Murtagh from...
You have an infiltrator that needs a name.
I do have an infiltrator that needs a name. I don't know what to name her. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a combination of Murtagh from Aragon, and then Royd is a very subtle change from Roy from Mustang, so I'm gonna go with him. Okay. I am ready. Because the Vanguard is so much fun to play. Like, it is incredibly fun to play.
Mission
Oh, this map.
This
Don't
area is unsecured.
care for this
Get down
map.
there and engage the enemy.
Understood.
You're very bright colored. I appreciate the brightness.
I'm very consistent in my purples.
Hard to go wrong with purple.
Cannonball!
Oh.
Got him!
Where are the flip-flap dippity-dap, are they? Ah, shooty. Okay, here we go. And there's my vulnerability point right there. And that's why I have to rush again. But every single time that I do one of those biotic slams, I boost my shields up again. So it is so wonderfully efficient. Very much an in-your-face sort of
Accomplished.
Nice work!
play style.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
I don't remember what the results were because I'm sure we tried playing with the Warlord and the Vanguard.
That was the one where I couldn't stay up because you ended up, because yours is another attacky style in the midst of things, so you would end up killing the people that I needed to move to regen my shields. So I remember that one being a bad combo. So I was saying Vanguard was one of your favorite in 1. I honestly don't know how 1 compares to later ones because I just stuck with Soldier. Although I think my first Shep might have been a Van. No, it wasn't.
Stay alert.
It was an Infiltrator.
Alliance needs research data from here. You're in. Stay close to get on a terminal and start upload.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Soldier's my favorite for a Shepherd just because I liked the concept of Shepherd being a regular human who's just really a good soldier. I always thought that was a cool concept and an underrated concept, but as far as playing all the different classes just for playing, gosh, I don't know. Ah, shoot! Grapple button. Yeah, it was almost bad. Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite. Vanguard's a little tricky in one because of the melee. Yeah, no, you're right. The melee really was not the strong point of one.
Clean sweep.
It was pretty... Melee was pretty lame, as I remember in one. And then 3 is where they really jacked up the melee.
Here they come.
Got it! Hostiles!
The amount of fearlessness you can play with this guy, though, is so much fun.
Outstanding work. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
Oh, balls. I remember the brutes now. Okay, yep.
Shield gone!
Like, usually you shouldn't charge a brute, but this guy is so OP that I can literally do stuff like that. Like, if I charge at the same time that the brute charges, it actually works fine. I figured that out a while back. So, again, just continuing to be OP with this one. Here's another brute. Do the same trick. See, it charges towards me. At the same time I do it, I don't get injured. Oops, and I messed up. I'm gonna die. I accidentally was stupid. Wow, they just completely TPK'd me. Like, I did not even have a chance to get rescued.
Nope, because I had to kill the brute first, and I couldn't get there.
No worries. I forgot that brute had it as well as
They're down to 50%
the banshees.
capability.
The banshees are the most
Yeah.
BS though because they just, you know, teleport straight to you.
IT officer and the hard drive he carried are MIA. Locate the object and bring it back.
Okay.
Nice work. Get back to the extraction zone.
Well, at least this one was easy.
No kidding. Okay, enemies starting to come.
Object has been cleared. Good work. Some sensitive flight records were lost in this area. Locate it and bring it back.
Shields down!
See, that's the right charge I was trying to show with the Marauder. The brute.
Top priority is finding that object.
Ah, Ravagers. Okay, yeah, I'm remembering these guys. I am starting to be stupid.
Mind. We need that object. Find it.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen.
No, I don't either. We'll watch you try, though.
Get back to the evac zone.
Silas talking about the tech combat class with the stealth and sniper rifle. Snipers are so weird in
Enemies looking for you.
one
Get to that extraction
because
zone.
it's like that weird wobbly shaky and it was the shots were based on statistics instead of how well you were actually aiming. So the first few levels of sniping were basically useless until you leveled up. One was not the most balanced with its levels and
You're a target. Get
so
back to
forth.
extraction zone.
Looks like you're gonna make it.
Green light on object. Good job.
Since the walls here aren't decorated yet, I brought in some of my posters from way back in the day. Some of my art, so there's Garrus in the corner. And Tolly in the way back. Maybe, if I'm pointing it at the camera right. See, Garrus. And Tolly. Got these
You're getting carried so hard right now.
Hey, I saved your ass more times last one. But yeah, nope, you're kicking butt right now.
Only one more enemy.
Ugh. So I'm getting myself tangled in my chair.
I think that one might be glitched.
Are we soft locking? Or is it just stuck there? Well, that's funny.
All clear. Good work.
Alright.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
I will try not to go too much into the thick of things this time. That was definitely overconfidence.
Understood.
You should be used to that by now.
What, me dying or being
Overconfidence.
Basically my entire life. Oh, balls. There goes the banshee.
I don't like that.
I fucking hate my life now. I do not care for this idea.
Shit. It's a coming.
Where the fuck is it?
I was up in that center area where I spent the first like 3 waves.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Ah, shit. Yep, there she is. Ah! Don't get too close to her. Don't get too close to her. I hate banshees. I hate banshees. Wrong button. Getting attacked from behind. Shit, there she comes. Wrong button again. For people who don't understand banshees, the problem is that not only does she teleport, but if she gets close to you and touches you, you will die.
Down. Shields, come on.
Like, you will not have a chance. She will pick you up and you will be dead. They're basically corrupted Asari. To get into somewhat of the lore. Like, the Ravagers are corrupted Rachni. I again pushed the wrong button. Whatever.
That's all of them. Good work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies approaching.
Banshee's honestly the worst enemy in the whole fucking game.
You're not wrong. And it's not even like a close contestant. Like, literally everything else, even Thresher Maws, I don't mind fighting.
Headshot.
Thresher Maws are sort of fun. it's ridiculous that you can kill them. Oh, butts. I will give credit to Mass Effect in that it has good, diverse enemies. Oh wait, no. I've thought of another one that's just as annoying as the Banshee, but for different reasons. You know, in Mass Effect 1, when you play those biotics and they keep on screaming, "I will destroy you" every 1 second?
Annoying, yes, but not in the way the Banshee is.
Yeah. Again, it's completely different. But it sure does get old. The best part, though, is Mass Effect making fun of themselves where Jack says it in 3. And of course, Jack made comments about being in a biotic cult at one point, so I just like the little dots in there that you can connect.
Contact!
So, I want to know what the highest level is like for frickin' Reaper enemies. Like, is there a Banshee on level 1 or something stupid? Ah, bad timing.
I'm all the way back to
There's
the
a
map.
Banshee, I will try anyway.
Hang tight! Check your fire!
Fuck.
Squad member has flatlined.
Sorry, trying.
No worries. I'm gonna get hit. But that is okay.
Okay, Banshee's dead. That's the worst.
Yeah, once you've got the Banshee down, you should be fine with the rest of this.
Be nice if it wouldn't keep screaming for 5 minutes after you killed it.
But, you know, why else would you have the Banshee except to just be annoyed in every aspect of it? You know, I used to be able to make screams like that where it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. I did it all the time when I was a kid, and it was one of my creatures that I made.
I'm not sure I would have been friends with you if you still did that.
Unfortunately, I tried to do it the other day, and my throat just changed too much from, you know, aging. So I don't think I can do it anymore.
The world is a better place for that.
Aww. You don't like me exercising my creativity?
One more and it's a wrap. All clear. Good work.
Hostiles
Enemy is
neutralized!
regrouping. Time to reload.
I thought I was dead there.
You did good.
We have some important enemy personnel in the area.
Okay. Oh, good. It's just target elimination. That could be... Only problem with it is it's based on time. I am too much in the thick of it. 4 seconds. So, do you know what the enemy is that we need to take down?
No, I haven't gotten a good fix on.
Target is still active. Get going.
Trying to find it.
It was the brute.
It was the brute.
Squad member in
I don't think I'm gonna get you, but I'll try.
time is running out. Eliminate the target.
Used a meta gel.
That's fine. We're probably not gonna win anyway, though, because I'm trapped between a rock and a hard place, and I can't find the enemy. Oh, and we only have 10
Still
seconds.
have an active target. Get a move on.
Oh, come on, game. Let me rush. Let me charge. It did not let me charge. Okay.
Squad down. Aborting mission.
Oh, banshees are bad.
I mean, and they would have had to go through tests and have everyone cuss them out for the banshees. But I'm sure that was intentional, to have everyone just really hate them.
Like, it's literally just banshees that make me not like playing on random.
Same. You know, I don't know how much you're familiar with the alternate paths in 3.
An important resource has been located.
Oh, I like this
Not
one.
We have hostile
not
forces
super
in an
familiar.
unsecured area. We need it locked down.
So one of the interesting things is that, you know, Samara's other daughter, Mordeth, who's the, you know, Ardite
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
shape. If she survives into 3, she will end up being, converted into a banshee in the London mission. And so you will find just a regular banshee, but it's labeled Mordeth.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
So, interesting little factoid to you about an alternate fate for her.
Down! Shield's gone!
This is my favorite one to do on the Vanguard because you can run around so fast and far across the entire map.
Time to reload.
Right. I wonder if engineer and sniper with a sniper rifle isn't the way to play.
Could be interesting. Have you ever done the trick of shutting the doors on the enemies in this one?
I think maybe I have, but I don't remember.
I've gotten myself trapped in there myself, so I usually don't do it because I'm dumb enough to screw myself over. But it is, granted, a pretty good way to kill lots of people at once.
I'm just kind of hanging out here in the back corner making nothing spawns on us.
We have a classified package from a downed ship in your area. Retrieve it and bring it in.
I'm actually remembering. Okay.
Good. Get back to the extraction zone.
I think part of what makes this one a slightly better map is the field of fire is really closed. Now, the other one, they could sit there and shoot at you from halfway across the map.
There's lots of nooks and crannies that you can run around. It's fairly big. It's interesting. But there's never one location where you can feel trapped inside it.
Yeah, I think that trap sensation is another big one.
Enemy is regrouping.
Although I guess with the Banshee following you, you might feel trapped anywhere.
Yeah. Frickin' Banshee.
We could look at trying fucking Warframe if they ever shut this one down,
Yeah. I mean,
which they inevitably will someday.
they will someday.
I'm honestly kind of surprised it's still active.
I mean, ditto. I mean, I'll take it, but I am sort of surprised. I guess I don't know how many other people actually play it or not.
We'll make a public lobby and see if it fills at all. Give it like 10 minutes or something.
That would be interesting. You know the one I'm real curious about that I've actually never played? The Andromeda multiplayer.
Andromeda had a multiplayer?
Andromeda has a multiplayer.
The more you know.
Yeah. But I've never played it. But I'm curious about how alive that one is. Right? Even though 3 is far older. Because Andromeda, you get extra strength,
Enemy is regrouping.
whatever, for your
Right.
area. The Nexus, if you do the multi.
Enemies approaching.
On it!
Do you have Andromeda?
Yes, I do.
I did not remember.
I haven't played it though.
I want to replay it. I actually, people can sue me, enjoyed it. Like, the problem with it is it's repetitive. And it's one of those action type games where the fighting is too smooth that it feels effortless rather than an actual grit. And it has the problem of open player games, you know, open world games where you just sort of feel like it's pointless fighting, like there's not really stakes,
Right.
right?
Anthem. We haven't played that in
We
a
have
hot
not
minute.
played Anthem in a very hot minute. I hear there's a small community that still exists for Anthem playing. I still haven't actually finished the storyline, which I need to. If you ever wanted to, like, literally frickin' do Anthem sometime, I would read that
Is
one
the
up.
story co-op in that one, or is that one single player?
Combo. Silas says Andromeda kind of flopped, but it certainly isn't a bad game. It's not. Like, it's not an exceptional game, but it's fun. Like, you literally do feel like Iron Man playing around. The story is a little... I mean, you know, the story isn't as, like, jaw-dropping as I think people wanted from a BioWare game. But the characters are still memorable and interesting, in my personal opinion, and I think the game looks pretty. So... And I liked the world. The world is very interesting to me.
Zero in on those targets and finish them.
So I am a pro Andromeda person.
It looks like you get a bonus for actually surviving waves without dying. I just got a bonus for 5,000 for not dying.
Is that what it's for? Because I know there's bonuses for making it through mission waves. I know there's bonuses for time.
Is in play.
Is there a bonus for not getting knockied?
Target down.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is an actual bonus for not dying.
Fascinating.
Target's down. Outstanding work.
So Silas saying it's not the worst BioWare game, and folks have high standards. And the thing is, they set BioWare up to fail by making BioWare do a strict multiplayer sort of game, which BioWare really isn't known for. And so BioWare had to figure out how to put plot into a very different format, and it came out with a little bit of a wonky result, but honestly, Anthem deserves more love, and I wish they would put more resources into it to basically revamp it and make it better and better. Because it has a lot of potential. It's really cool. I have fun with it. And again, it's like you feel like you're Iron Man. The combat is actually very good.
All clear. Good work.
Hostiles
Enemy is
neutralized.
still active. Stay alert.
Interesting take on
Approaching.
Dragon Age 2.
Hostiles.
I'd be interested to hear what
Origins set a very high bar for bad for BioWare for me, so...
Orange? Dragon Age Orange! Origins for me, by the time I played it, it was already very outdated, and to me it aged worse than Mass Effect 1 did. Like, Mass Effect 1 to me still feels fresh, even though, yeah, it's an older game, and there's older game elements to it. Origins to me feels like, ooh, this is an older game. So I still had fun, but my gameplay experience varied per mission a lot more.
I still remember that I basically, not quite, but almost was forced to quit playing because of how bad the quest design was on the Circle Tower Mage thingamajigger.
There were some very annoying quests in Origins. Lots of people complain about the Dwarven missions, where you're going into whatever that was. I did not like the Fold missions, or whatever it was called, where you were in that dream world. That just lasted forever and a half. Everyone hates the Circle Tower and the deep... Yep, the deep roads. Like, see, the thing is, I did not like... Like, the deep roads, I didn't hate it to the extent that I hated that, frickin' Fold mission. But I hear that there's mods even to get rid of the, Deep Roads mission entirely so that you can skip it, and I thought that was hilarious that people hated it so much they made a mod just to skip it.
Enemies inbound.
Hostile. Phantom.
Yeah, Circle Tower to this day remains possibly one of the worst missions in any game I've ever had to play.
See, I don't remember hating that one too bad, but I remember it was... I don't know if tedious is the right word, but I remember it took me forever. See, now I'm trying to think if the Mass Effect series had any missions that I just did not like. And I think that's one thing that Mass Effect has strong for it, is there aren't quite as many, missions where you're just like, ugh, this one. Like, the most it gets in one is that lots of the side exploration missions where they're reusing assets all the time get a little bit monotonous if you do them all in a row.
And just the missions in general are very repetitive.
Yeah, they're not very, complex, right? Use Mako, drive to the same 3 bases that you see over and over and over and over again. Kill people or don't kill people, the end. Silas saying Mass Effect does seem like a more solidly built series than the first 2 Dragon Ages. I would agree on that. Especially Mass Effect 2 is just, in my opinion, some of the most perfect, like, anything. It's just so good. It's so addicting. It's so fun to play. It, like, the missions are fun. There's never one point where I'm like, ah, this feels repetitive. Never. I would say that some of the color design in Mass Effect 2 gets a little ugly. Like, it's a little bit too dark at times. But that's really my only complaint with it. Oh, there's the Atlas. The third Dragon Inquisitor was you're proposing Dragon Age Inquisition being like really cool. So I hear interesting mixed feedback about all three of the Dragon Age games, which is sort of entertaining. You know, it's different mixed feedback per game. It seems like every single game, something stupid happened with it, but also some good things happened with it. As far as Dragon Age in prettiness, one thing that I never liked about Dragon Age design is that the characters' skin textures look really oily in unnatural ways, and that's always, or shiny in unnatural ways, and that's always been off-putting to me. But once you get past that, yeah, it looks cool. So
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
I don't know why they made that design decision with the skin when, like, the Mass Effects don't have that.
Cluster of classified technology. Find it and bring it in.
The quest structure's the worst, but the rest of the game is good.
Back to the extraction
Where am I
zone.
being hit? And, was it the third? Ooh, scheisse. Third Dragon Age game that there were some controversies about what the game did and didn't ship with for, like, missions? I feel like I heard something about, like, one DLC really making a huge difference as far as that sort of thing.
Of course there's an atlas in front of the object.
Oh, cool. Okay, so... Oh, fuck, we only have 4 minutes. Okay,
If you want to go around and get it, I can deal with.
1 second. Yeah, I can go around.
Good job. Get back to the evac zone.
So another hot take that lots of people are going to disagree with me on, I would rather they make Andromeda 2 than Mass Effect 4.
Get the object back to the extraction zone.
And the reason for that is that Andromeda set up a lot of interesting plot lines that I feel like if they gave love to the game, they could recover. Because, you know, this would not be the first time that a video game had a bad intro and ended up being fine after they put, recovery into it. And with Andromeda being a second game, you know, if they made an Andromeda 2, that's an entirely new game for people to judge it by. And they could build up some of the really interesting plot ideas that they set up in it. I don't like the idea of Mass Effect 4 because it feels like they're treading too close to the ground of, you know, the final ending of Mass Effect 3 and reversing that. Whereas Andromeda had a very clever way of getting around not knowing, you know, how Mass Effect 3 ended. You know, it could still be consistent with any ending that you chose with Shepard.
Nice work.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Okay,
Echo at LZ for extraction.
don't want to be in the extraction zone yet. Or we're gonna be fucked. Alright, since there's, spoilers, I'm not gonna read that one, just because I do plan to go through the rest of the Dragon Age series. I just know that it's very interesting to see Dragon Age commentary because everyone has their own opinion.
Get to the LZ. We're on our way.
Ooh, that's an Atlas.
LZ spotted. Get going.
Oh,
Member offline.
Hang tight.
did I get you?
Yes, you did.
Cool.
Shuttles in LZ. Can't wait here all day. Team secure.
All right.
Good work down there.
Whew. We are killing it. Cool. Do you want to try silver?
If we set it for Cerberus.
You know, fair. Oops, that's the wrong button.
I think we only ever beat Silver a couple of times, didn't we?
I'm trying to remember, because I don't think we've ever tried gold or platinum. It would be really funny to end the stream trying platinum and just see how long we last. Just to
My
laugh.
money's on wave 2.
Sure, that sounds about right. But let's try silver and Cerberus. Location unknown.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, I've got that set up. Gosh, I wish I remember all of the Dragon Age 2 hot button issues were, but since I haven't played,
Brace for
obviously I'm not gonna be the best expert on that. I know I've just seen so many different things there. And it's sort of fascinating to watch from a distance, and it'll be interesting once I play through the games to see how I react to events, because I know not enough to actually have, you know, to have been spoiled, right? I just know that people are like, nee, 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 nee. Granted, I always tend to come up on the opposite end of what most people's opinions on controversial video game issues are. And I think that's because I play more on the grateful, let's have fun side than the critical side. And it's also the case that since I play so behind, I don't have the same sense of, oh, this looks so outdated. For me, I'm like, dude, it looks better than the games that I played a few years ago. And plus, like, even something like, you know, Mass Effect 3, like, yeah, looking at this right now, it still looks fine, right?
One more and it's a wrap.
One more left.
There. Cheers, got it.
Some good work down there. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemies inbound.
Understood!
Okay. Wonder if Jaya's still having internet issues based on what she was talking about. Oh, for the love of butts! I was pushing the wrong button. Thank you.
I do everything around here.
Mission
Uh-huh.
That's it?
enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Last I checked, when we did that,
Enemy ship blueprints are stored.
enemy killing mission, I took on all 4.
Upload data.
It's not ringing any bells to me.
Uh-huh. Of course. Oh, come on. No, that's not the button I'm pushing. Sorry for going out of range. I'm doing this to replenish my shields.
Upload at 50% complete.
Headshot!
Ugh, shit.
Upload squad member needs help.
I do like how they just stand from a far distance and don't rush us, even though there's only 2 of us.
Those nemesis kept trying to sneak.
True, but... Like, seriously, all you would have to do is just everyone race in together, and you would kill the person. Like, just based on the basic logic of outnumbering
Yeah.
us 2 to 300.
Some fine work, team.
Woohoo!
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
Probably have our first Atlas on this one.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, come on! Freaking game took down my shields when I was going down a ladder. It's okay if I die.
Squad member needs help.
We needed a little more tankiness.
Mission scrubbed. Returning to base.
That was not hard though. Like, that was completely doable on silver. Same one?
Yeah.
Cool.
The strategic area has been compromised. This zone needs to be locked down. Incoming hostile forces.
I appreciate that they have alternates for the same location where it's based on weather. Like, you know, seeing things be so windy and low visibility for the desert is a cool idea, but man, it's annoying. Frick are the enemies. I think I have to quit trusting ladders. Alright, Silas, I also have some criticisms of the Dragon Age storyline and overall plot arc. It feels sometimes like they're trying to add too many conflicts and overlapping schemes that can get overwhelming. Can't read the finish of it while I am being attacked. Okay. It can get overwhelming. They tried to add a ton of world building and junk to expand on some of it. Feels unnecessary. Now that's a fair criticism. I, don't have as much sense of it since I've only completed Origins and haven't touched the others. But there is that sort of danger from video games that I've seen in other situations. Mass Effect, I mean, not to keep on toting the pros of Mass Effect, but I feel like Mass Effect in general did a really good job with the level of enemies, the amount of lore in different aliens in there. It never felt overwhelming to me, and rather consistent with itself. I mean, you know, the realism of you running into those same enemies over and over again, yeah, whatever, but it's a video game, so it's more about story, right? Like, there's a few decisions that they make in Mass Effect that semi-cheapen choices you make in previous games, depending on what you choose. But I also understand why they did it. To again get into Mass Effect 3 spoilers, so if you choose to have the Rachni Queen die in the first game, you will still run into the Rachni Queen in 3. And essentially what they do is they explain that there was a second queen, basically. No, fuck! Damn it, I'm sorry, I was right there.
Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy.
So the fact that they basically were like, okay, so you killed the Rachni Queen, but now here's a second Rachni Queen that survived is a little cheap. And so I've seen some people complain about it, but it's not the most common thing that gets complained about. And as far as plot contrivances, there are worse, right? I've heard interesting comments that if you let, if you have Miranda die, and you have Oriana do the final Miranda mission in ME3, it's actually more interesting. I've heard that one. I feel like that was a slightly hot take, because lots of people also like the Mass Effect 3 Miranda mission, where you do a romance with Shepard, and she dies in that one. I've heard people really like that one. I've never seen it. I've seen screen caps of it. In general, though, the replacement characters in 3, if you have people die in 2, aren't as good.
Get that object back to the extraction zone.
Although Morden's replacement, what's his... How can I forget his name right now? I love him. He's actually hilarious. Morden's still better because it still makes 3,000 more sense to give him a character arc, but it's actually pretty fun.
You got it. Now get back to the extraction zone.
Fuck.
Squad member has lost the object. Find it.
It is a little cluttered. We need to get some of these people out of here.
Not having a kill. Jump at both feet.
I got you! Yeah! Shield gone!
Ah. Thank you.
So, by the way,
We're gonna both die because there's a freaking. I'm sorry, this is funny. Okay. Ah, buns. If you can finish the mission, finish it.
yeah, I have one whole health bar, so
Yeah, same.
We need that object. Mission failed. We're out of here.
So your Silas is talking Mage Templar conflict being the main conflict in 2 and 3, and you don't like that being the main plot motivator. That's interesting. I'm thinking just about Origins. I know that was one of the conflicts that brought up, but it was certainly not the only thing. And so it was an interesting flavor to the universe to create additional enemies without it being, the only thing. So yeah, I can make some guesses about why you feel that way, even just from my very basic information.
I think I'm gonna switch to the Sentinel.
You're going to Sentinel? The Sentinel was... Okay. I'm still in Vanguard mood. I really need to get some lighting figured out for this apartment. It's really weird on the video. I look like I'm glowing white. A ghost. It's because I'm right by a window and I can turn the window shades down and it'll still look about the same because they're very weak
We've
shades.
lost a strategic location. No time for aerial bombardment. We're dropping you into a hot zone. Secure the area.
Okay. Oh, Krogan.
Contact!
The two most smashy of fighters combined together.
Well done, team. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Did you hear that? They're dead.
Are you sure?
Here they come.
Right, come on! Hostiles!
Silas bringing up the multiple numbers of conflict and origins. Trying to read at the same time as playing is not working. Okay, there we go. Fucking cannot see shit. It's not letting me jump.
Team member has gone dark.
Okay.
You can't blame this one on me.
I don't care. Yeah, I was being stupid. Yeah.
See, so it wasn't my fault all along.
Uh-huh.
You just need to get good, son.
Uh-huh. The visuals watching the Krogan are always hysterical because it's just this giant mass on the screen.
I wonder if it'd be more fun if it was first person.
There are mods for the first Mass Effect to be redone as an FPS. I have seen that in existence. I think also Andromeda does give you a first-person perspective if you wanted. It allows you to switch between left-handed and right-handed if you want your writer to be a lefty. I thought that was interesting.
Enemy forces down to one. Supply orders, team.
That was so stupid.
Regrouping.
I can see that you don't really have a good defense around this shield as a Krogan.
Nope.
But some high-value personnel are on location. Find those targets, pick them out. Squad member needs help.
One sec.
Time is running out. Eliminate the target.
You are
It looked like he was about to stop.
There's a new high-value target on the field. The target's confirmed dead. There's a new high-value target on the field.
Okay, this is a bit too aggressive. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
We need that target taken out.
Ah,
Member
shit.
down.
I don't even know if I have regen on me.
Get to the target. We're running out of time.
That motherfucker was inside the vent core.
Target eliminated. One more target. Go get him. Time is running out. Eliminate the target.
Does your Krogan only have a hammer? Like you, yeah, you can shoot too.
We still have an active target. Get a move on. Time is running out. Eliminate the target.
Oh my gosh, it didn't end up going to that little area and tried to get it in.
Time is running out. Eliminate the target.
This is fucking bullshit.
Target is priority. Take him out. Mission scrubbed. We're out of here.
That is so much bullshit.
Oh well. Yeah, that's wild that those guys are that hard with your otherwise OP setup.
It's annoying because even like my splash effects don't do anything.
Huh. Go fig. Silas bringing up... yeah, dwarf romance, the lack of dwarf romance is very annoying. Oh, we haven't
Mission
done this one yet.
objective is simple. We need you to lock this area down. Incoming hostile forces.
Acknowledged!
I was always sad about that, and of course, you know, I have my vents about Mass Effect and certain species I wish we could romance.
Really? We've never heard you talk about that at all.
Oh, shut up. But, you know, for the record, I would even take a Hanar romance. I mean, come on. Every single tentacle girl's dreams.
Hey, this is Tentacle Boy Erasure.
Fair enough. And come on, you have so many cute moments that you could have with the Hanar. You could, you know, get the personal name and the pronoun shifts and all the linguistic stuff and aww. It pleases this one, you know, to sorry.
That's some really good sub-talk you got going on there.
See? See, I have a point. I should just be in charge of the Mass Effect romances. They should just hire me.
I've heard worse ideas from you.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Ugh.
Take your guess.
Yeah, and Silas bringing up a Krogan romance as well is such a point, right? Sorry, Tyr, I've been focusing more on the chat than playing at this last round. My apologies. Yeah, so Krogan romances is one that I just cannot believe they haven't done yet.
Time to reload.
Because Krogans are one of the main species around which so much of the plot revolves, right?
Guardians.
Okay, now I should actually pay attention.
Your lack of focus is unacceptable.
I'm sorry. I really am. But then again, see, like, everyone knows that I'm always complaining about Solarians and not being romanced. Like, that's a council species. Like, this is not a random-ass species. This is one of the main species that we don't have a romance with.
Check your fire.
An Elcor Hanar romance. Oh my gosh. See? So many possibilities. In the comics, there's a Hanar Asari romance with the Blasto books. Blasto's love interest is an Asari. Elcor would be another really entertaining one.
Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Hostiles.
We've got a ship down on the surface.
Escort, okay.
The drone is the only thing that survived the crash. Get it online.
Mobility matrix activated.
Stay close so your Omni tool keeps it live.
Repelling hostiles.
What a trashy drone. You have to stay 3 inches away from it.
I know.
Down.
Assistance matrix active.
Stop it.
Additional
Drone is down. Get close again.
speed march engaged.
Keep at it. You're close to the upload site.
Stop it.
Real close. Stay with it. The drone is down. Get close again. We've got what we need.
Powering down.
As far as escort missions, though, in a video game, it's not as bad as some.
You make a very good point.
There's at least interest in the fact it's slow and you have to fight while staying put. Fucking piece of fuck. I'm trying to remember if I know about that Easter egg or not. Thank you. And I go immediately to the enemy that made me die the first time.
Shield down.
There we go.
Outstanding work.
I was trying to think.
Regrouping.
There's Easter eggs multiple ways across, aren't there? Was there an Easter egg for Dragon Age besides the armor in the Mass Effect series? I don't remember. Up. There we go. That was an easy wave.
Enemy is regrouping.
That means we're about to get our asses handed to us on the next one.
Yeah. Probably about Atlas time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surprised that it hasn't come yet.
Right here.
Oh, we hear it. Yeah.
Lost shield. I'm hit.
Ah, balls. Okay. That's where it is. Is that the only one left? Yep. That's fine.
Yeah, I think the Krogan suffers from the same kind of problem yours does, because if I get a kill, I get a bloodlust, which increases my regen.
Okay. Where did she go? What the ugh. The Nemesis could get me. Whatever.
Nice work.
See, Atlases aren't hard, they're just sort of boring.
Tell me only one left.
Yeah.
Shield down.
If they didn't have those one-shot mechanics, they wouldn't be as boring.
I suppose. Yeah. Like, it's more so just tedious. So, I never feel threatened by their existence.
Yeah, like Banshees are threatening without their one-shot mechanic.
Yeah.
Shield's gone!
There it goes.
That's it!
Enemy forces at half strength.
I always like how they say half strength, but it's really not because it just gets worse.
They've got one of our drones. We need its gun. Drone is live.
Yeah, see, if it was, all of the waves from here should be easier.
Understood!
Using shock weaponry.
Go, go, go!
This is literally the exact same mission.
Applying
That's funny. Ah, butts. That was dumb.
Drone went dark. It needs a friendly fire.
That was also dumb. Wrong button.
discouraging ability.
Drone is embedded. You're close to the upload site.
Assisting friendly forces. Friendly forces routed. Unlocking systems. Repowering.
Holy balls, that's a tough turret.
Get a friendly to that drone, soldier.
Assisting friendly forces.
The drone's almost there.
Maximum velocity enabled.
Ah, wrong button again.
Mission accomplished. The drone is down. Get close again. Team member has gone dark.
You're on the struggle bus today.
I am struggling bad. Well, I did say that I would suck ass in a vacuum, so I just had to make sure everyone's expectations were met. I'm clearly meeting them. Yikes, that was stupid. Thank you for carrying my stupid ass all over the place. That guy flew. Not sure physics are realistic there, but it's
Enemy is
fun.
still active. Stay alert.
Krogans are very strong. Stop
They are?
insulting him.
Bogies incoming.
Got it! Contact! Phantom!
Ah, I need to stop pushing that button.
Down! Shield's gone!
Squad member down.
I got you! Well fought.
Ah, turret. Where did I get hit? Okay. There's was a fun glitch. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Squad member has flatlined.
Oh, you... Why did you click... Because you were down, why did you resurrect yourself?
Squad member in trouble. Mission scrubbed. Returning to base.
I wasn't even close to dead. And then it just like fucking finished one-shotting me.
Go fig. Do you want to try the platinum just to laugh?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. I would be really obnoxious and switch the platinum and it to the frickin' Reapers, but I won't be that mean. We'll stay on Cerberus. It would be
Geth is really easy too.
Geth's not bad either, no. Alright. So you're saying wave 2?
Wave 2, that's my bet.
I'll be even more terrible. I'll bet wave 1.
A strategically
London.
significant target has been located. Enemy forces are advancing. Secure the area.
Got it!
So this will be funny. Maybe we should stick some... I don't know. Banshee round 1. Even though it's Cerberus. Never mind.
Yeah, except on platinum difficulty, they send you all of them. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Yeah, Atlas round 1.
Atlas
That's
round
great.
1. Just what we wanted. That took a while.
Team member is hurt.
Wow. Did we even manage to kill anyone?
Team is down.
We gotta do it again. We have to get a kill in there and reserve our dignity. Yeah.
And we did nothing.
Slow clap. That's hysterical. Okay.
So I was very optimistic. It's actually rain, like an actual proper rainstorm out here right now.
Oh, you're getting rain.
Strategic area
Oh,
has
we
been
got this one.
compromised. We have hostile forces in an unsecured area. We need it locked down.
Got it! Engineer! Got him! I'm hit! Shields down! They got me!
Really? Where did I even get hit? I was in cover.
Squad member down.
Oh, they gotta have a damage buff too.
There has to be something.
I just got like 3 shot by a couple of troopers.
I got hit
Mission aborted.
twice.
Returning to base.
And I was in cover. Well, I mean, I wasn't in good cover, but it should have, you know, lessened the hit. Alright.
Okay, so we should need to play this for about another 6 years, and we might be able to beat round 1 of Platinum.
No kidding. I'm sure Platinum is specifically built for a full party.
4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a large part of it.
I did manage to kill something.
Congratulations. Okay, this one's not bad.
This location has been overrun. Lock down this area. Enemy forces incoming.
This is another one that's really good for the Vanguard when you're playing by yourself. Because again, that circular don't get trapped principle.
Right. I like that if you can survive long enough, at least you can whittle everything down and just run away from the Atlas for the entire round.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they're way buffed.
Oh, they are way buffed. Yeah.
All right, well I think we can chalk this up as a futile effort.
We can. I want
Boarding mission.
slightly longer. Longer than 1 minute. I want to try one more time. If you are not bored with that idea. Let me double check. My stream looks like it just paused, so let me make sure that that's still working. Okay, we're back. Maybe I should try a different character instead of the Vanguard. Seems like a really
Well, the
bad
problem is we're dying so fast, so something squishier is going to die even faster.
Yeah, but Vanguard's based upon aggression, so I don't think that me charging into the enemies is helping me. Whereas at least with the Quarian, even though she's squishy, I have hiding abilities, and I can basically just run around hiding the entire time.
Stop it!
Yikes.
Ahead! Shield's gone!
I'm basically going to play by the principle of running as much
Yeah,
as possible.
I just got, probably less
What
than
the
a
fuck? Where
second.
did I get hit?
Squad member off.
Yeah.
I got nailed by it. I got nailed by a turret. I think there's like feels like a 25% damage buff at least.
It's pretty high. Yeah.
Mission failed. Returning to base.
Yeah, yikes.
Well, hey, we did a minute 14.
We did a minute 14. We are absolutely incredible here.
Thunder. I just got some thunder.
Ooh, that's where it starts getting real fun.
It's rare enough up here that you practically almost have to mark the fucking calendar.
Really?
Yeah, it's super disappointing.
I'm surprised. I would expect that you would have a little bit more storminess along with all of your raininess.
No, honestly, like, well, this is an actual, like, what I would term a storm, but typically it rains. It doesn't storm, it just rains.
Okay. We had some real good storms lately. Actually, too many storms. I had some fungus start growing on my potatoes because of all the rains, so we had some proper thunderstorms.
Well, at least it's not growing inside.
Why do we have to get that one? Remember, that's the one where if you...
Oh, shit. What?
I look away for 1 second. That's the one where if you, get caught in that mess of swarmy weirdness, you basically die.
Mission scrubbed. We're out of here.
Alright. One more! I am determined. One more!
That's what we said 3 matches ago.
Shh! No, we didn't. We've survived every single one of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, we're on a time lapse now.
Yes.
We're winning 10 rounds in a minute.
Yes, we are. We're just so fast about it that no one can see us.
How are we getting every single map that we haven't been on?
It's feeling sympathy on us for not surviving, so it's giving us a tour.
It sucks not being able to crouch either.
Yeah. Can you not hide behind?
Nope.
Holy balls. Okay, so that's what you meant by not crouch. I understand you now. That's ridiculous. We could get trapped if we stay right here. Oh man, those guys, even the squishy guys aren't squishy. I don't think I can get you. I'm sorry.
Squad member has
Yeah, that one's tricky here because they kill you so fast if
They
you stand
do.
still long enough to resurrect.
Yeah. You basically just have to be constantly in cover, I think.
mission.
Alright, well, my curiosity has been...
Satiated.
Yes. Do you want to keep playing, or do you want to call it a day? We've been going 2 hours.
Probably call it. I kind of want to look at Warframe. It would be nice to play something that's been keeping up with modern game design, because like this hasn't been tweaked and overhauled in over a decade. This was released in
Probably.
2012.
So, over a decade now. Amazing. Yeah, we can look at other multiplayer games and compare what we have, etc., etc.
I think Warframe is a free one.
It is. Silas likes it quite a ton.
Yeah, he was the one that told me about
I
it.
haven't really liked its aesthetics, but the free factor, you know, is free, right? Which would make it easy to play and stream or do whatever we wanted.
That being said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a shooter if we found something else.
No, that's true. I mean, I am up for pretty much anything. If you want to do something, I'll do it just because it's fun to hang out with people, right? So. But we can figure that out, right? I mean, even just going through Steam, I would have to remember what I even own, because most of the stuff that I own is smaller indie things. Well, I guess call it a stream. Thanks for playing with me. It was pretty fun. Get to hang with you after so long.
Yeah, that was. It's been way too long. We'll have to do it again.
It has been way too long. Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be online at the rest of the day, but obviously you know where to find me. So.
Do I though? Do I really?
Maybe. Well,
Yeah, Betty. I will talk to you later.
alright. Bye. Talk to you later.